asalaamaaleykum suñu mbokki seetaankat yi ñu ngi leen di dalal fii si seen programme suba si fii ci biir Block TV ak seen xarit Su comme nu ma leen ko baaxee di defal fii rek maa ngi nuyu képp kuy seetaan ku nekk sa tur ak sa santa.
asalaamaaleykum képp ki nga xam ne yaa ngi seetaan Block TV man la seen xarit Mohawk ñu gën maa xamee ci Rap Khalifa. Once again welcome to another episode of suba si ànd si ak Su.
Thank you.
Tey nag dañ fi am waxtaan bu tàng bu yaatu. moo xam ne yëpp ñu ngi ko jëmale si entertainment parce que am nga rek ñun soo ko seetloo suñu waxtaanee most of them is all about
entertainment ak ndaw yi.
waaw so ñu am fi
Ndey Fatou
Milton dinañ waxtaan ak ñoom si lu bëree bëri si lu gars yi di yëngu ak leneen ak leneen.
ok Mahawk dëgg la tey moom suñ gan bi Ndey Fatou la Ndey Fatou mu ànd ak fi ak Milton. Ndey Fatou moo nekk the vice president of the Gambia Union of Theatre après mu nekk the president of the Dance Association of the Gambia, CEO and creative director of Flex Fuge is it that? Wow, dance academic and entertainment, founder of Dance Gambia Champion. Comme ni ñu leen ko waxee ndaw la muy xale bu jigéen muy ndaw mu jël taxawaay yi nii ci suñ biir réew mi waxoon nañ leen ko keroog suñ programme bi te tam ñu ngi ko waxal ñun jigéen ñi dañ war a jóg taxaw wane suñ boppa wane luñ mun jàppale suñ ndawi réew mi. Milton tamit moom moo nekk the vice president of the Gambia Union of Theatre, president of the Theatre Association of the Gambia, country director of Stage and Screen Entertainment, founder of Stage Drama Champions. moom tamit keneen la ko xam ne mooy suñ boss sax laa ko mën a waxee. moom tam keneen la ko xam ne mu ngi gis nañ ko ak Ndey Fatou mu ngi wane ne ndawi la moo jàppale li yëpp ci jàppale ndawi réew mi la bokka. mu ngi wane ne ni ku nekk ak talent boo mun a bul ko jënca génne ko nga wane ko ñu mun la see jàppale nga dem. Ndey Fatou before anything ma bàyyi la nga nuyoo suñ mbokki seetaankat yi.
jërëjëf Su jërëjëf Mohawk di leen jaajëfal bu baax li ngeen ñu ibile seen plateforme bi tey di nuyu képp koo xam ne yaa ngi seetaan di leen wax ne seen xarit seen doomi ndey seen mbokk joolaa bu ñëpp xam nag.
waaw gis nga dama fàtte woon sant bi ne mbokki suma mbokki pël yi ñu tooñ la.
waaye di wax ne jërëjëf daal thank you guys so much for having us here.
ñaka bokk you welcome. And sir?
My name is Milton Kamadan Jr. and I'm a theatre practitioner. And I love to be around anything that is artistic. And I'm happy to be here in the Block studio. You know, it's a long journey.
I know.
But we're happy to celebrate that success with Mahawk and the team. And I want to say keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Kon ñu bàyyi ñu host ci waxtaan bi dajale yu ndaw yu ñëw mun a génne waxtaanee ko jëm ci wàllub ndawi la ci wàllub comme loo leen as a lady too nga nekk jigéen man dama dee kontaan su ma gisee jigéen bu taxaw ne I wanna do this and I'm doing it, I'm going in for it. Man daf ma dee kontaan trop. Waaw.
Yeah, man like dama bëggoon a laajte rek mooy theatre in the Gambia naka la mel.
naa ko bàyyee président of Theatre Association.
Okay, I think that what will help my conversation much more easier, you know, Aku Peking. I will have to speak more English.
Yes.
And I'm sure that a lot of people understand. And it's also we're doing Wolof, so at least
it's like Jahas Bahas. We do it both. It's called Jahas Bahas.
Jahas Bahas. But I'm really happy, and it's an important question because theatre is an art on its own.
Yeah.
And theatre encompasses a lot of components. You know, when you look at theatre, you have music, you have dance. You have drama, you have poetry, you have costume. It's a whole industry on its own.
On its own.
Yes, and you cannot move theatre without an element of an artistic body. So from the producer, the soundman, the lightman, everything you're seeing appearing on TV is like the opposite in theatre. You need all of this body to make it work. But in Gambia, we've noticed since independence, there has been a lot of challenges with the artistic industry. And one of the challenges from the artistic industry is the theatre has been left behind. and music is forging ahead, which globally everybody knows that music supposed to forge ahead because it's everybody loves to sing, everybody loves music.
Especially nowadays when we're in this TikTok era.
Exactly. So, but theater, it's a different culture. When you go and sit down, you watch people perform, you understand what they're talking about, and then you engage their mind, their concept, and then you also instill values that they will learn from the play. And in Gambia, we used to have people back in the days that used to have drama. If you remember, we have Radio Gambia. You used to have plays being done in Wolof, in Madinka, and people will sit down on Sundays and listen to these guys performing or recorded version of what they have done on stage. And also, we used to have people that will go to Pokia Hall in Banjul, different venues in Banjul. Those who grew up in Banjul will tell you that.
We know.
Yes, there were places. Exactly, there were places in Banjul, St. Augustine schools, Gambia High, where theater performance were always done, so that people would go around. But as time progresses, things changes in Gambia, and it's because of an emergence of maybe a set of government that came in, and also not having a clear vision of where we can go with the artistic body. So instead of us working as a body, it was segmented. If you don't sing for me, you don't perform for me, and you don't tell the story about me, nobody accepts whatever you're given. So it also kills our writers, it kills our authors, it also kills our people who are very, very talented, creative minds. Exactly. So it's a gap. So, and we spent 22 years in that gap, in that circle, celebrating an individual for many, many, many years. Are you understanding? We are in the artistic body. It's established, but it's not functioning the way it's supposed to function. So we are left out. We don't have a standard hall that we can boast that is our own. We don't have a cinema, like a national cinema, where we can go and say this is our own.
Where whenever we have a movie release, we can just go there and
everybody know that something is coming up. We don't have a national theater that we can say is our own, except Auntie Janet, who built something on her own to make sure that people come along. So it has been a long gap. So where we are now is what we call rebranding Gambia Theatre for the betterment of everybody within that circle of arts.
For some reason, it's like, the value of theater in the Gambia is not really, I don't know, how can I say it, respected, if you like. You know what I mean? Or because if you look at Senegal, the way they value theater, everybody likes to go to theaters, you know what I mean? Like all these people acting in the movies.
They are from theater.
They go to theater schools and all that kind of stuff. But why not Gambia? Why? I mean,
because that's what I'm saying. The gaps. If you have a gaps,
even this theater you're just saying, I think I'm just hearing of it.
You see? It's a gap. When you have a long gap for 22 years, that's a whole generational gap, not so. And 22 years, I'm sure if you have a son, in 22 years will have been to university, graduated, and have even children. Are you understand? So those gaps bring a lot of disadvantage to those who are creative minds. Now, we as young people are rebranding arts because sometimes people will tell you,
we've heard it like several times, even sometimes.
Since the beginning of my career,
they will tell you.
They've been telling me like what you're doing,
just it's sort of like discouraging somebody and
not to achieve their goals. But what I see today is we are happy to be part of that journey because I keep saying for us that is in this business, whether you like it or not, that's our own career. I understand. Like you've been grinding this thing forever. You understand it? Exactly. So for us, we need to find a better way or a pathway to make sure that we bring young people to the attention that despite you have a gift, you need to be groomed, you need to be talented also, but also you need to be groomed. And you need to be groomed for what? Using that talent to make money. In a real sense, we used to have people those days, they play djembe all their lives. Sabar mom, they know sabar, SUBA, bengon, but they did not make anything out of it. I understand. But we are disconnected with the outside world. We only have one TV station. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
If you don't sabar for Milton, nobody knows you. Are you understanding? But in Gambia here, I've seen Sabar Kat who are lecturing in Sweden.
Yeah.
I've seen Gambians who are lecturing Sabar in UK. Are you understanding?
I've seen it.
So it's
People like Musa Mbumbalahal.
they are going.
No example.
Are you understanding? It's because of there's a generational gap. But now we've seen that the only way we can do it is to make sure that we work with bodies or artistic institutions, or we collaborate with the private sector, also to make sure that people are aware about the importance of arts. It's because we have a whole 22 years gap. People's minds were not engaged. If you see somebody today fighting in the street, insulting people, even when they throw rubbish, some countries, they use theater to engage the audience. If something is coming up, today we are all complaining about this government and this, but let somebody just put up a play. We'll find a solution in that play, how we run our government.
Yeah.
So these are gaps. So the challenges are numerous.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, for me, I am focusing on what are solutions now. We have the advent of new TV stations. We have the advent of what? University now. You have online blogs. You have TV stations like you guys who are online. And you understand? We can export a whole lot of content from Gambia, and theater can be one of the socio-economic power of Gambia economy. Because if we engage our minds, this is what Nigerians are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigeria have nothing to sell to the world. Are you understanding? I keep telling you, even their oil is not enough for them. But the Nigerians today are branding what? Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
And they are branding their film and entertainment industry as one of the biggest economical.
Now look at Nigeria's film industry. It's on Netflix and all those places.
Everywhere.
So it's a pathway for us too.
Yeah.
So if we create an environment where we synchronize dancers, musicians, actors, comedians. The comedians on TikTok in Gambia, I keep saying, what are you having?
Yeah.
What are you making? Are you understand? But if we have all of this body, like what we are, the organization we are formed, we have all of this body together, it is embedded upon us to have a proper policy with the Ministry of Communication and Infrastructure, a proper policy with the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, and then when we put all of these policies in place, all of these steps are going to be processed. We know how to market our content out. We know how to make sure that we get our income back. We know how to make sure that Gambia is branded through the entertainment industry.
Is the Minister of Culture involved? Like,
well, they're not
participating in.
We are an arm body under
them.
Yes,
yeah,
under
exactly.
them.
We all know, but are they participating? Are they doing?
Are they giving what they have?
Well,
like what it's
I keep saying,
expected?
for me, most times in Gambia, when people are talking about tourism and culture, it's a total disconnection.
Yeah. It's all about the tourists coming to the Gambia.
We always have.
But let us sway. I keep saying, let us sway the boat. Let us turn it back. Let us go to arts and culture. Look at what we can get from Kunta Kinte Island. I understand. How do we market Kunta Kinte Island to be what? A movie site.
Yeah.
To what? International people to come. When you brand that environment, didn't you think that thing will be on Hollywood for many, many years? People want to come and know Kunta Kinte. Then we look at Musa Malo. Are you understanding? The situation that happens between Senegal and Gambia, it's one nation, but what happened, they go on separate ways. Nobody is telling us that story. We need those stories on screen. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Even the River Gambia it has its own story as well.
Good.
Like Gambia is full of stories. The small it is, I mean, like that's the size it has is the story it gives it. The moment you come in, I mean, the moment anywhere you go, there is a certain story that people will explain to you, either from their grandparents. Like only that, if we have that out, no need for us to say stories. Everybody will want to know.
Oral tradition, which is a griot. These are very important instruments to maintain and sustain the history of this nation. We are not using them right now, and they are dying. And people are even playing the choir just for entertainment, but they are not griot. Soon gewels in them. Nobody is taking up their what? Their tools that they have. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So if we are saying the journey of arts to go far, we all need this body to move. If I am a writer, you want to do a script. I think you have a song that you did with many years ago. It's a normal traditional song. I understand. The girls, they sing those songs, but at the end of the day, see how it is rebranded in modern times. New music, new taste, new value, new artists. People got to know, oh, okay, this was done many years ago by this artist, but this was done. I saw at the MTV Based Award, Angelina. Yes, exactly. One of her songs was performed. And I was a small boy by then, but it was done by one of Nigeria's female artists. The lady performed and killed it. But guess what happened? They used Fela Kuti, rhythm, assemblies, everything to make sure that music they are producing. The song is from South Africa, but this is Nigeria. Enjoy our version of that music. You understand it? Yeah, so this is what we have as GAMUT.
Yeah, and we are Ndey Electra.
Ndey Electra.
That name is very, very popular, you know what I mean? And I heard you are a very good dancer.
Always.
No, but I try.
Okay.
Why the name?
Well, the name came about because before I fully ventured into the artistic field,
right.
I was mostly studying mass communication. So I was doing journalism. Man on left shows on radio and all that. So, and knowing how the industry is as a dancer and also doing radio talk shows, you want to have like a radio or stage name that is catchy, that people can take.
Exactly.
But then it also means in the Latin word that, you know, the brightest spot when there's an eclipse. That's what the word Electra means. So I felt that I have that electrifying. When it comes to the stage, I know I have it. Like, no.
You are.
So that's how the name came about. I just wanted to brand myself. I'm a fan of being different.
Yeah.
I don't like being.
Yeah.
I like to stand out.
Like to copy people.
Copycats.
I don't like that. I like doing me based on
being you.
You know what can be a representation of me and what I believe and the things I do. So that's why I came up with that name. So it's mostly used on stage performances and when I'm on air on radio.
Yeah. Do you guys have a group or something like that, like a choreographic group? Or
we started back in 2013. That's when I started an all-girl group. It was called Afri Divas. It was Gambia's first all-girl group that actually broke barriers for all dancers. The first dance group that made it to the open mic as a set and not backup dancers for artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I heard about that.
Yeah, so that's where we evolved from. And, you know, being someone that wanted to move the dance industry forward and knowing that there's potential for dancers in the country, but because they don't have a platform, they don't have somebody that is, you know, showing them the right channels. I took it upon myself to say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I mean, with my background in mass communication, journalism, I feel I could do something for this industry. So, I incorporated the two, and then that's how I went all the way to building Flex Fusion Dance.
Have you ever been to any like movies or drama series or something?
Yeah, I've been featured in a movie that Efe Omo Igori did way back with Yemi, what's his last name again? Yemi Black from Nigeria, the Nigerian actor. It was me and Barhama with Monica Davis. We did The Tama or the Diamond. That's the name of the movie that we did.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and recently I was also working with a Senegalese crew. We were shooting a series, Halis, and another one was also called Surprise. Those are still on the production. They're not ready yet. But I do venture into it, but my focus more is on the dance industry.
Dancing.
Yes.
yéen a ko dégg door suñ bokki seetaankat yi man moom comme ma leen ko waxee rek man I'm a deep listener. So when people talk, I really like to listen. Yeah, I really like to listen. And as a female with your age, how do you see the process of like you doing this? Parce que do ñaka ay cadre mom ci sa gannaaw ak yoyu bobu mom daf tay push nit. But noko gisee with your family ak kër gi topoto kër gi wala nekk other way nga wara lijanti ñun jigéen ñi ak yoyu nonu pour push forward. How do you feel?
Easy wood comme noko waxe fi lañ ko fekk ci society. I mean, it's one of the things lu tax xalé jigéen yu bari am nañ talent but dañu pull back. Society, there's a certain stereotype attached to it. Once nga duga si rek dëkkaloo nañ la foo dëkkut right but then man dama dee always wax ne it's up to you des na si yow mbëggeel boo am pour aar bi des na si yow tam fayda bi nga am pour ne lii suma liggéey la te fiñ ma dëkkal duñ ma ko fekk it's up to you man I face all those challenges but when it comes to family man suma family si aar bi lañ nekkoon suma sister daan baat jaliba di fecca moom for so many years suma yaay was into it you know, with the family and all that. So I've been there, growing up in that environment, Jembe, Lele. So I didn't have a problem background for me stop all that feature. But you know, when I built the dance group, the all dance group, purposely was because I'm not in society with the So how do we break that stereotype? That's where Afri Divas came in.
Thank you. And Chatamid, period bu nekk ni jigéen yu bari bëgg nañoo dance bëgg nañoo fecha jigéen yu bari bëgg nañoo venture bëgg nañoo dugg ci yu bari waaye comme like am nañ parents yoo xam ne suñ parents ak seen mentality kenn mënut koo dindi waaye lan nga mun a lan nga mun a def lu war a tax comme nga am benn xale bu mel ni man ma bëgg a fecha bëgg a see def everything that I have waaye ma am parents difficult yoo xam ne bëgguñ ma may chance bi yow as a leader as somebody ko xam ne it's ready to stand for it lan nga mën a def pour xale boobu noonu am the chance pour sokas lu am.
Well, example right now Flex Fusion as an entertainment body is a dance company that has signed ay dancers different groups and individuals. The stories yi nga wax ni yëpp we've dealt with it before. So ñun what we do I think there are two things lu tax suñu waajur yi de bañ benn su dee doom bu jigéen nga nit ñi di wax seen noppay ñu commencé di si am xel ñaar ngir yaa ngi fecc yaa ngi ànd xale góor yi ñaareel bi mooy ne li nga def indiwul benn revenue indiwul dara si kër gi right every day yaa ngi ne yaa booy jox ma paas damaa dem play yaa booy jox ma paas damaa dem play waaye lan ngaa indi si kër gi so ñun buñ highlighté ne ñaari moo nekk suñ main problem what we did was first xale boo xam ne dañ koo sign mu nekk under suñ label bi as a dancer we go to your parents, consent form from your parents, we talk to them about ñun lan la ñoo liggéey ak yow naka lañ laa groomé and then da nga gis ne am na xale yoo xamante ne seen waajur seen loxo joxul gannaaw pour yóbbu leen school ba university level so ñun as a dance company aside from xale bi di use skills am di liggéey lan la ñoo mën a yokkal xale bi that is where we come from training the person making sure ne education bi nga soxla su nekkul higher education but basic at least di nga mën a communicate di nga mën a you know fight for yourself know your rights and all these things that's what we install in you but then waajur bi dina xam ne weer bu dee te doom dafa am payment based on number of gigs yu mu am and dañ ko bañoon ba dañ daan make sure ne balaa xale ñu dinaa ibbil seen salary accounts yi dañ daan make sure ne dañoo dem ba si waajur yi ñu bindal leen check seen tur seen doom lim liggéey seen waajur yi dem cash ko
naka ngeen di gisee comme like su ngeen demee bi si digga bi rek benn si xale yi ne I want to quit
it's very rare to have that amaguñ loolu nag comme xale bu dem ba si digga dafa quit because xam nga li xew ñu dee ñëw yëpp dañ ko bugga am na ñi dee ñëw audition duñ dee survive because dafa métti you know when you're from the outside nga gis ñu si stage bi we are with the artists and all that you feel it's all glitz and glamour but so ñëwee on the training field and you see ne ok ñu ngee dama ñu ngee foxoj ñu ngee lii sa yaram baa ngi soo yaa ngi am pain duñ dee survive da ngaa gis ñu yoole ko ndanka so ñun what we do is in them audition phase boo xamante ne every dancer bu bëgga bu ñu sign la you have to go through that 3 months probation trials boo xam ne every different style of genre of dance dañ la ko introduce to so if you don't survive that 3 months doo dee wax sax yaa dee demal sa bopp so ñu dee des foofu noonu pare pour enjoy pain boobu moo laa woon ne fii la du aar bi nekk si ñoom pare nañ pour jël ko because they want it this is what they believe in so those are the people that stay moo tax is very rare pour nga am ku dem ba si digga ne dafa quit
te waaw comme ni ma ko gisee nii these are the things we need in the country because it's part of development.
Especially the
entertainment. Wow, this lyric development because I mean like what you saying here. Maybe ben xale mu ngi tok ci corner bi. Not am na idea bi and the person wants to do it. Why mu ngi xool fan laa ko mën a defee naka laa mën a def mu ngi toog di naan ataaya. Yaa ngi dégg you coming out here saying it mu dégg ko xaaral ma jug ma def effort. Comme léegi kooku su bëggee def effort boobu noonu xëcc nga fi mu nekk wax bi yaa ngi ko xëcca mu ñëw fan la moo ñëw ak naka la moo def ba Midland bala ñoo egsi si seen training bi nga programme bi nga am pour ñu waxtaanee ko
mun nañoo contact on social media any platform on social media, so check it Flex Fusion Dance Academy or Flex Fusion Entertainment. Dinañu gis wala Dance Gambia. All those pages are run by our administration. Dance Gambia Championship Flex Fusion, and then mun nañu call tamit su bëggee tamit. It's all possible.
Yeah.
But I just want to highlight one of the reasons why Flex Fusion, in collaboration with the Gambia Union of Theatre, ñuy def training bu ñoo def si nii. The training is going to train 75 young people in the creative space. 75 yi dañoo am musicians, singers, dañoo am dancers, dañoo am actors, dañoo am scriptwriters, dañoo am models. The reason why we're doing the training is because I feel that suñ maas yaa ngi we have the skills, but we don't know the business ethics of it, the business aspect of entertainment. So loolu moo tax it's very rare pour ñu monetize li ñoo def. Pour ñu make sure that ñu ngi see amee dara.
Because like so I said, dancers like or choreographers on the other side of the world, they're making millions.
Yes.
They're making a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Understand in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I understand. Because for example, like an artist mun naa ñëw shoot a video and need some choreographed dancing, and then you get payment from there.
True.
You understand? True. So Lungaoni is just really, really important. I just wanted to add on to
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you know like DNS, because Flex Fusion have been doing this kind of trainings through Dance Gambia Championship. So you did them through that process of competition, then they have entrepreneurship business training, because then they after platform began rebrand seen bopp mun na manage seen bopp mun na xam channels ñu use pour market seen bopp. So buñ toogee ñu xool and then ñu gis ne you know French institutes bi Alliance Française mu ngi call for application. We thought that okay, let's just take this opportunity. So Flex Fusion applied and then we got the funding. But Flex Fusion is a dance company and a dance school, but it's registered under the Dance Association of the Gambia. So automatically falls under the Gambia Union of Theatre. So this is how the collaboration of the two organizations came about. So we thought that this is very important for new janga or new hamko. So the new business training for 75 young people, and then at the same time then you skills training, and you people that will teach them on theater, people that will teach them on dance skills, modeling skills, you know, you name it, script writing and all that. And these are professionals in the Gambia, and we have other people that are also around the world, Senegal and Zambia, that will also be joining to teach them on the skills.
All right, this training that you say in application, how can one get, how can one do it? How can the person come and like to join? Is it a payment law or is it free? Well, what kind of what process does the person take when reach for to do this training?
So training, like I said, French institutes through Alliance Française, you know, in the grant application that Flex Fusion applied and got funding for. But the funding is 50% funding. You cover logistics. So that means the training, when you pay everything else, is free because Alliance Française and the French Institute are paying for that. Now, when it comes to resource person, that is where Flex Fusion, Gambia Union of Theatre, and other institutions are coming in to support. So the training is absolutely free because music service we have put training on the training is free of charge. Nobody's paying us for that. We're doing this to give back to our community and to give back to young people.
What are the requirements?
Requirements is you have to be an artistic person between the age bracket of 18 and 35, youth of course, you know, and it's an online form. So speaking of anybody out there who is interested, not in Facebook, we look for Gambia Union of Theatre Facebook page, we have this form, we want a Dance Association of the Gambia form, banks for and you just click the link and apply. It's as simple as that.
I'll apply.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm coming.
That's good. Milton, what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, I would.
Well, it's important for us to make sure that we develop our artists and then we brand them to be a product for our economy, to be a product for the international market. Flex Fusion as a body, we are proud of them, the achievements, you know, because I keep saying we've now been seeing artists using our dancers. You know, before it used to be dry, you know.
Exactly.
When you're watching the video, you just see one model is rubbing the bomb by the artist. You understand? Yeah, you know, and you keep on repeating all of the same footages in all the Gambian videos. So now we have B-rolls with the artists, you know, and the dancers. They are telling stories, and basically, it's part of the artistic journey.
some musical videos, you wouldn't even want to listen to the music, but just the way the dancers are dancing, and so would make you to watch
and
that.
I think what they don't know is when you use dancers and they narrate the stories based on your song lyrics, you're having an inclusive audience.
Yeah.
Because the hard of hearing and all that would get to understand what the lyrics is saying through the movement of the dance.
Yeah.
And I think some of the artists don't think from that angle as well, because sometimes you want to also capture that audience.
Yes.
Which is very important. Yeah.
It's very important.
Very.
Inclusivity is very
You
important.
know, it is an artistic journey for a lot of these artists who are coming up. I keep saying, we spent 22 years doing something else, you understand? But we said it's entertainment. But now this is the real product. You want to get on Netflix, you need to be serious.
Yeah.
You want to get on Boom, you need to be serious. You want to get on MTV Base, you need to be serious with your product. Are you understanding? So even now there are specifications of cameras that you have to use to shoot those video clips.
Yeah.
So people are looking at component of branding. Example, if she's in Gambia now and somebody is looking for good dancers who will play a very good role, maybe in an international film, and then they said, okay, let's contact Flex Fusion in Gambia. You will be surprised, but they have been building themselves for many, many years. This is what I used to tell people: you don't just wake up and say, I want to be like Block. Are you understand? The journey for all of us have been what? Constant training or consistency.
Consistency.
Could be the right word. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Bulal finger, boy, if you amud benjeli. By Madam Philip. You keep on touching. Then you become master of all. But what? Nothing is in there. He said, I know this, but nothing is in the head. Are you understanding?
Absolutely.
So, for us being part and parcel of this journey, it's important that these actors, which I keep saying, Gambian actors and Gambian dancers, models, playwrights, or artistic practitioners should take this thing very serious. Because for now, we don't have a curriculum at the university that caters for all the needs of the artistic journey. Are you understanding? So if you want to study this, and it's a lot of investment, I keep saying, make sure you pledge your whole body to it. Are you understanding? It does not mean that if you are going for this training, you should be a dancer. This is what I used to tell people.
Yeah.
You should be an actor. Are you understand? You can be a good teacher. You going for the training as a presenter, it helps your whole being to be a good presenter, to be confident. Are you understanding? To be able to what? Recreate in your mind. So many things can come out from it. So it's not about, oh, actor, you knew them, guy deaf, send deaf. No. It's going to be a whole journey. And one important thing that we are happy about them involving in the training is the entrepreneurship part of it. Because every day people tell, they are motivated.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing Maog is doing something with his life. I understand it. Ndey is doing something with her life. Milton is moving on. Boy, you see CNN could see dance with it. Well, at the end of the day, I keep telling people like us, we are in Gambia, we are writing script for somebody in Saudi, we are writing script for somebody in Senegal. We are doing a concept note for some people. We are receiving a small note. I understand. If we can make a whole chunk, or we can bring a whole chunk of this body together, I'm sure Gambia economy is going to change. I understand. Now the biggest gap is the TV. They don't have content. That's the fact. I understand it. They don't have content. So I keep saying, okay, you don't need pull TV in you. Let TV in you.
No, I think the problem we also have is Gambians don't collaborate.
No.
Collaboration is a problem.
No, that's a very big problem.
To understand and we all need each other. If we want this industry to move, we have to work together.
It's just like a chain.
Exactly.
It's just like a chain. It goes from here.
I was in Nigeria in 2017. I was in Nigeria. I got to know the actors we see, regular actors we see on normal CD. They are different from the actors we see for branded media institution. I got to know that. They said, oh, this guy do not act in their language. They don't do nonsense film. I understand. They do standard film. These standard film are what? Played on what? On international channels. So you see some actors we are seeing, you just see normally on TV. You don't see them on those. These are sharp acting. Within 1 week the production is done. Actors who are earning like $50,000 as payment, they are into what? Into a whole movie body. And guess what? It's a TV station that will hire them maybe for a whole year to provide for them content, which we can do. Are you understanding? So this training, I keep saying, it's a blessing. We've just finished another training just about 2 months ago.
2 months ago, yeah.
We have trainers from France and Dakar. Are you understanding? This one also is very important because I keep saying nobody knows when the next training will come. So make a good use of it.
Yeah.
If you're a good actor or you're a good director, be part and parcel of this body. But we want to also emphasize the importance of being part and parcel of GAMUT. GAMUT is a body.
What's GAMUT?
Gambia Union of Theatre. It's a body that is embedded with 4 arms under the earth, and these arms are always intertwined when it comes to production. You find comedy, you find theatre, you find dancing, you find screen actors. So it's a body that embedded all of these associations under one.
One thing I want to ask here,
Yes.
Gambian movie industry, yeah, it's not the same as Senegalese movie industry. Why?
If I can jump into that,
Yes.
because I always say this offline. Gambian movie industry cannot be the same with Senegalese movie industry. The reason being is when you watch at Senegalese productions, they incorporate their originality into it.
That's it.
They speak their language. They incorporate their arts and culture. They incorporate their societal norms and all that. Gambia, when we're doing productions, we are copying Senegalese accent. We are copying Senegalese storyline, Nigerian storyline. How will we break the international market? You cannot break anywhere without a proper representation of who you are.
So
the picture is very clear now. People don't know that they are watching what you're doing. So if Ndey is copying rubbish and she shoot the rubbish, are you understanding? And sell it, they said, this look like one film we watch in America.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you understanding?
Exactly.
Originality is a problem.
There's some good writers in the Gambia, you know.
Absolutely.
Many good writers.
Good writers,
I understand. But I keep saying, what changes our situation in Gambia is very funny. For me, the way I do my things, I have worked with professionals in terms of theater work. If I do my script, some of my mentors, they keep saying, there is no concept that is bad.
No.
It depends on how you want to tell your own concept. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So if somebody comes to me with a script, the best thing I tell the person is, okay, let me look at the setting, the plot, look at it. Okay, it's good. This is what you want to tell. It's from your brain, it's from your heart. Tell the world that this is what you have. Are you understanding? But I keep seeing people, the entire picture is from Nigeria. The mother is from, example, I've been on a set where somebody is saying, hello. I just said, director, excuse me. I'm not on that scene, but I was at the back of the camera. I said, can you please cut? I said, you need to cut the scene. I said, it's not Gambian. The originality is bad. I said, because we've started the story from a Gambian line, and then in the middle,
It's
switch. I said, in Gambia, we don't say, I said, that's uniqueness of the Nigerians.
Yeah.
When problem comes to them, it's like the whole world. No, for us, son, hey.
Wait. That's us.
That's us. I understand it. I said the uniqueness. People will say, okay, this is how people feel pain. You understand? So there's different, in terms of writing, it's just like music. The journey of hip-hop is different from the journey of somebody who is telling traditional music. Are you understanding? So, when people are telling us we want to do Mbarak, sometimes it's so critical that you see the artist telling Mangelev me. But at the end of the day, it is the artist himself. Are you prepared for those switch into that line? You are not prepared. So it's the same thing that we have. And I keep saying, actors or producers or directors in Gambia, get yourself educated. Know your surrounding. Know your worth. Do not just take a script and then you say, Kyle, you act.
No, let me challenge you. Challenges.
What are the challenges?
Challenges then, buddy. I think they will help us with a lot of some of them. In the industry, first of all, I keep saying, one unique thing about the industry now is we've got this body being set up, GAMUT. The artists themselves need to get themselves registered. That's the first thing. With all this association, before we can go forward,
but artists are not very fond of registering there.
Yes, but
and they don't understand the importance of these bodies.
Me, I don't.
You see, during your time, during your days when you people started producing music, we are small boys by then. I understand. I understand. But at the end of the day, there was no proper music union. I understand. But now you get Jengo Nanka music union is coming. I understand. Can we build this body, because I keep saying Senegal, nobody should even mention Senegal and Gambia. I keep telling them Senegal is 1,000 miles away from what Gambia is doing.
Or even more.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, their former president built policies. And these policies is what other government meets, and they feel like, wow, they got it properly.
Yeah.
So as we go, step by step, another government said, okay, like Senegal is here, like the new Netflix. Econ is their brand right now. They brand Econ. They gave Econ a whole space to build its own city. A currency coming that is named Econ.
Econ, yeah.
I understand. What is happening? Senegal is branding their home.
Yes.
Senegal is.
Man, look at the football. Look at the football.
And Gambia is having a lot of tourists coming here. I'm telling you. But what have we been doing in Gambia? I understand. Today, somebody is telling us we are playing a match in Dakar. I keep saying it's because we don't have foresight. Senegal have foresight for their neighbors. It's the truth.
True.
Their neighbor is not having a good pitch. So you wait for us. We building a good stadium. You come. If you don't, because there's a stadium for wrestling and there's a stadium for what?
We don't even have the access to go to that new stadium.
Good.
Gambia.
We will learn from it.
No.
We will learn from it. So as we go, we learn from it.
We are going to play games at Cheers.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's all stadium. We'll learn from it.
Yeah, we learn.
But as we are right now,
Gambia is sad.
It's sad.
challenges are numerous. One of the challenges I think we should look at is funding from government. These artistic associations, the Gambia Union of Theatre, Music Union, traditional music, whatsoever situation relating to artistic journey should be given a subvention every year. They should enact a law. I understand.
We have been asking the government to separate
The ministry.
the ministry.
It's the main thing. That's where we
Separate
start from.
tourists. Is it tourism?
It's not really concentrated
Culture?
on the entertainment.
Yes, because
It's not,
We
it's
have
not
to be
focused
honest.
on, that's the reality. I've said this on air multiple
And when the culture goes, tourists will come.
Of course.
there's no tourism
Without culture. Thank
It's not
you.
possible.
So why are they focusing on just one part?
because
They
our
feel that's
mind.
where the revenue is coming
Yes,
from.
but I keep saying.
But then when you look around the world, some of the most successful people around the world, the most wealthiest, the billionaires that we're talking about are from the entertainment industry.
Thank you.
So why are they?
They are from the entertainment industry. I understand. That one
They
is
always have this. They always have this.
It's from the entertainment industry.
I would fight that. I would. That's what they always do.
No, but,
Yeah.
but to be sincere with us, all of us, let us fix a system that is applicable in modern times. If you go and combine, I'm not disregarding the ministry itself, they're trying, but with all fact, you cannot have. There was a day, I will not tell you lie, my sister. It was during the COVID. She invited me on a Zoom meeting. And in this Zoom meeting, me myself, as a Gambian here, I cannot even say a word. Because a village in South Africa is receiving a grant more than a national association of the Gambia.
Yeah.
It's a fact. I understand. A village. These people who are on this Zoom are talking about the COVID grants these people in the village will have. And then when you look at that, you know that they are serious about their art and culture. Because tomorrow when the white man comes, they want to go and see the Zulu people. The way they dance, the way they present themselves, their king and everything. It's preservation of our culture. Tourism. We have marketed tourism in this nation. I keep telling people. We forget that Gambia is not the only tourist destination in the whole world. I keep telling people. Tanzania is there.
Yeah.
South Africa is there. Nigeria is
In
there.
fact,
Ghana
ours is the
there.
smallest one, I think.
Senegal is there. I understand. Do we need to still telling people, oh, tourists, 6 months? We have passed that stage.
Sure.
How can we encourage our local Gambians to be in hotels, being entertained by Gambian troops every week, and people will enjoy it and they pay money for it?
And we're not doing what should make the tourists to stay. You go to a hotel, it's built like
your European style.
Thank you. And they said we like you entertaining tourists. I mean the tourists to come in. You go to another place. Why should we be copycats? I think we should be originals. We should do what.
In Nigeria, there's a place in Nigeria. It's an artistic village. If we have something like that in Gambia, an artistic village,
And it's possible.
and which is possible,
Yeah.
can be a key factor for growth in our economy. One, when the tourists are coming, they stay in this whole strip of artistic village, like Hollywood.
Yeah.
What is happening? I understand. People are dying to rent a room in California. I understand. People can die to rent a space in that artistic environment. When you come, you see our painters, our designers, our dancers. I understand. It's a whole village. You work with them, you partner with them. You see culture every day. People need to know that this way and this modern times, the way we used to do things yesterday should change. Our government needs to have...
And the mentality. Not only change, we should change the way we think.
No, but I'm saying this to our government now. They need to have a different ministry.
Yeah.
With the competent personnel.
Yeah.
Not political appointment.
Yeah.
Go and appoint Milton because Milton is part of the Sangan party.
Part of NPP or UDP.
I understand. The fact is, get that body fixed and then let people apply. You empower them, and these people will work to the best interest of this nation. Because as an artist, you want to make sure that there is an open door for your people.
And that's what should happen.
That's what I'm suggesting that the government should look at. So if the government cannot look at that, I'm telling you, a time will come, all of us as an artist, but all of us as an artist will one day step into all of these key positions they are having. And we will be shocked because the trend is changing. I will not be surprised to see her being what? A minister in the government.
Yeah, why not?
I will be surprised to see you be in a parliament. Because today we have well-equipped Gambians with good certificate, graduates, experience in the field that they can be able to make the changes. And this is not about entertainment. Some of these artists here say they study economics.
Yes.
Some of them, they are scientists. Some of them, they are sound engineers. They can fix all the nonsense we have all on our TV stations. They can fix all the nonsense we have all on our radio stations. They are good people who can brand. You understand? So it's just a time. And I'm saying this openly. You will not see any space where you will see everybody will be an artist in the government. And the fact is, people will be shocked. It's happening in Nigeria now. There's a lot of artists who we are watching as actors, as senators. It's coming too. Senegal is happening there. Are you understanding? So the journey where we are right now as a nation is, do we need to still fix Ministry of Tourism and Culture as one body, or do we need to have a separate entity? It's like you telling us that we need to have Defalcati Mayonnaise and Defalcati Foreign in the same building. It's just vast, but at the end of the day, what job are they doing? That one mixed with egg, and the other one also mixed with egg. But what are they producing? You produce oil, mayonnaise, and this one is producing bread. They eat it together. That is like Ministry of Tourism. We eat it together.
Yeah, you take the bread and put mayonnaise in it.
The interest supersede what? Bread.
I hope they listen, because we've seen the new Ministry of Gender and Women and Children. So I'm hoping that they can also give us a Ministry of Arts and Culture. Inshallah. It's very much needed. If we really want to structure the entertainment industry in the Gambia, it has to start from there.
So President Barrow, we are appealing on you.
We are.
Anyway, last time we Milton and Ndey Electra. Then what jërëjëf ci teewal ngeen teew fii ci suba si.
jërë ngeen jëf suñ mbokki seetaankat yi Ndey waxtaan bi was so interesting waaye ba léegi this is what we call development. Everything starts with us. Development bi fii la war a njëkkee ñu toog ñun ñëpp waxtaanee ko seet youth si parce que youth si léegi ñooy magi ëllëg ñooy amee ji réew mi ëllëg ñu xëccal leen involve leen in something ku nekka kenn yaa fuusut ku nekka rek am na lu la yàlla may mun nga koo génnee am ci comme ñoom nuñ ko waxee liñ indi pour ñu teg nga génne ci sa xam-xam bul toog rek teklante sa loxo ne man munuma dara yàlla wàccewut ku munut dara ku nekk ku na ko gis àdduna fi am na lu ko yàlla may comme Ndey ñu bàyyi la nga taagoo balaa am Mr Milton di taagoo comme que waxtu bi jaamu nañu ba pare
jërëjëf rek for having us today. It's a really interesting discussion, but also di jégalu parce que ñu ne wax neexut ne wax nañu fi dara loo xam ne nit seetaan na ko kontaan ci but then dañoo just share suñu opinion and then trying to see how best we can move the industry forward pour ñun ñëpp suñu benefit. So ñu ñu hope ne nag képp ku ñu déglu tam dina jàpp si combat la parce que
combat la combat bu mag
combat bi ñu change ko because ñun bëgg nañ ëllëg si biir suñ fi nekkoon suñ doom bi suñ ñëwee ñu benefit from art bi not ñun fuñ nekkoon ñoo ñëw kenn nekkal ñu fa so suñoo def li nañ ko def ngir suñu doom ñu benefit si so di leen wax jërëjëf thank you so much for having us.
Well, I want to say a big thank you to all of you, and we are happy that all of us are on this journey together to make Gambia a better place and to help those who are not aware to be aware about the importance of the entertainment industry. And also the people who are out there are seeing changes through the media now, you know. Gambians are understanding that changes are coming. And it's a slow process, but we appreciate everybody that is contributing to the artistic body. And finally, we want to encourage a lot of our actors out there who are just normal actors, or some of them are professionals, and they don't feel like belonging to anybody. Before you can be successful as an artist, you need to be registered with the body in your nation or in your country, and then people will take you serious. But if you are just a rotating artist, you'll get to a point in time, and we have seen the situation where people said, oh, my work was pirated. You are not registered with nobody. Nobody is going to fight for you, so you stand alone by yourself. So people will explore all of these opportunities if you're an artist. The truth is, get yourself registered. If you're a singer, get to the music union. If you're a female singer, there is an association called NAFA. You need to join them, get registered. If you're a dancer, there is the president of the dance association. Get involved with what they're doing. You can be a change maker to them. If you're a screen actor, you believe that you want to be in Hollywood or Nollywood, or you want to be the pride of Gambia on screen, get yourself registered with the Screen Actors Guild, which JJ, we always call him JJ, but his name is John Jaite, who is the president. He is really open up and he's a professional actor too. We want people to just try to engage them. And if you believe that you want to also be a comedian, and you believe that comedy is your journey that you want to take, you want to be the life of the likes of Basket Mouth, you know, AY, you know, and then you want to be people like Kucha, you want to make money off what you're doing with your craft, be part and parcel of the Comedy Association of the Gambia. And the president is Pa Ibusi, is in charge of the president and the association of the comedians. And if you want to be a good theater practitioner, I keep saying, we always say Huneka the theater. Theater is a body that is embedded with a lot of components. If you want to be a theater practitioner, you can contact us on our number, or you can follow us on our Facebook page as GAMUT. There's a Facebook page which you can log in, ask questions, or you send us maybe details of your information that you want, and then we also share our numbers. If people want to contact us, you can also contact us through these numbers. So my own number is 77-444-30. 77-444-30. If you are outside of Gambia, it's +220 as our communication code. Yes. And then you can give
my number is 7177996. 7177996.
am na training bu nekk di ñëw mu ngi ci yoon bi yéen ndaw yi toog foofu ak ku nekk la yàlla may génn si leen ngeen ñëw bokka laajuñ ci kenn dara toog bi la ñoo bañ rek. Wow.
And I would love to also share the number of John Jaite with our guest. Those who are watching or those who are privileged to come across this news or this program is 254-0521. 254-0521. That's the president for the Screen Actors Guild.
And the president for the Comedy Association of the Gambia's number is 209-8233.
209-8233. jërë ngeen jëf suñ mbokki seetaankat yi lii leen leen amaloon tey fii ci biir kër bi Block TV ngeen ànd si ak seen xarit Suba si Sow ak Mahawk.
Jërë ngeen jëf.
jërë ngeen jëf.